I'm over at the kiosk at Walmart by the pharmacy. Just doing an initial reading here. See what my blood pressure is, and I also want to check my weight. Okay, blood pressure is 134/98, which is on the high side, but actually much lower than mine. It normally is, which is pretty good. I am on blood pressure medication, so maybe, you know, I can get it down a little bit. I need to try to get it down, but my normal range is like 146 or something or higher, over like 100 and something. So it's down a little bit lower, not as low as I would like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to do another reading here. Do a weight and body mass. 5 foot 10 inches. Continue. And place your feet on the bar and hit go.
I'm doing pretty good.
Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to do a weight and body mass index. This is day 2. Day 1 was diagnosis. Day 2, I still haven't met with the... Did you forget to put your feet on the bar? Let's try it again. If so, select try again. If not, select continue. I need to continue. I didn't forget to put my foot on the bar. We'll see what my weight is. I'm doing this as a baseline, and then we'll check in every so often, so those of you who are following along on what I'm doing and whether or not it's working, we'll be able to check it out. And I'm using this thing to weigh and everything because that way it's consistent. I'll use the same machine. So I'm at 216 right now. BMI is 31. It says poor, obviously. So a BMI greater than 30 is considered obese. So right now I am considered obese. So that's what we're starting off as a baseline. I can only imagine what would have happened if you're about to exit. Yeah, I don't want to create an account. No thanks, I'm going to exit. So this is the little machine they have at Walmart. You can kind of self-check when you come by here for shopping or whatever. So I'm going to be doing this every so often, at least once a week, probably once a week, because, you know, I don't want to come here more than once a week to try to shop. But today's plan is to get started on some food selections, even though I haven't spoken with the dietitian yet. I got an appointment next week to talk with the dietitian, but I already kind of know what she's probably going to say. You know, you can Google. The thing about being alive nowadays is you can Google almost anything and kind of get the general information off the internet. So I've already started looking at things that you can eat and you shouldn't eat, but some of it I don't want to give up. So I'm going to try to just cut back on portions on certain things, like the rice. You know, the people say, well, you can eat brown rice. I hate brown rice. I love white rice. But white rice, Asians eat that all the time, and I don't eat like a little bit. I eat like about 4 or 5 cups of white rice per serving. So, you know, that's cooked. So I'll eat about 4 or 5 cups of cooked white rice per serving. So I'm going to try to see if I can maybe still eat some white rice, but maybe just cut it down to like 1 cup or something. Obviously, I get hungry, so I'm going to have to try to eat more greens, you know. I can learn how to cook cabbage. I'm not much of a cabbage cooker. Broccoli I do like. And, you know, I'm not a big fan on, like, green peppers. I mean, the bell peppers and stuff, but I'm going to have to start getting more of this kind of stuff and then eating, like, salads and stuff. So one of the issues I have is because I only have a RV refrigerator freezer, stuff tends to go bad. It like doesn't last very long. But I think with me switching, what I'm gonna do is grab some green beans. This stuff I bought before, but then I never could eat it all. But now I'm gonna eat it all because this is probably gonna last me, I'm hoping, less than 4 days, 3 days, maybe a week at the most, 5 days. But But I'm planning on growing some of it too. I'm going to try to grow from this. I'm going to take some of these beans and I'm going to try to grow it. The other thing is, I may end up buying frozens because these are already wrapped, but I could get this. So it looks like I'm going to end up switching my diet. So my plan is actually twofold. One is diet, which means switching more to vegetables and fruits. No juice, but from what I was reading, I could actually eat like apples and oranges and stuff like that. The other thing is like salads, but they're kind of expensive. See how expensive they are? These are on discount, and they're like $4.38, which to me is too expensive for this little tiny bowl. So I'm going to end up making my own. So the plan is to get this kind of stuff. This will be snacks and food. I'm going to go ahead and just grab some asparagus. Oh, excuse me. It's like, I don't know if she's from the temple. The Vietnamese temple. Are you like from the Vietnamese temple? Ah. Make me think I'm back home. Well, I'm from Thailand. Yeah, she's over here getting food for the temple here, the Vietnamese temple. I'm like, what the heck am I? Am I in Thailand? But yeah, so I don't want to buy too much stuff to start off with because a lot of times I buy this stuff and I don't eat it. But because I don't want to be stuck with insulin, having to take insulin every freaking day, or maybe every meal, I don't know how that works, but you got to inject your tummy. I'm going to have to do it with diet, and that means this. So lots of salad. I'm going to try to eat salad at work. I'll show you what I was eating before that didn't help, and what I'm going to do now. I think I have some carrots still, and I do want to pick up, like, I have a little bit of mushrooms. I'll pick up some lettuce. Although this stuff goes bad pretty fast, but the issue is because I'm planning on eating it all the time now, like every day. So, including like work. So hopefully I can eat this stuff before it spoils. That was my concern in the past. Was I would see, even this won't fit in the RV refrigerator. So I might buy frozen, but you know, frozen may be better than eating the stuff I've been eating. But the problem is, I think when you freeze foods like this, like broccoli and stuff like that, you tend to lose some of the nutritious value. But I'm going to try to take this stuff. And what else? I do need some greens. So I could cut my own, make my own batch for work. But it's probably easier to get a bag, like a bag of salad. I'm debating here what to get. The spring mix is kind of expensive, but I might get it and just take it to work. What I'm going to do when I leave here, I'm going to go to work and I'm going to drop off food. I'm going to drop off the salad and my what is this, Makotos. This stuff is so expensive, it's like $6. This is stuff if you saw the episode, I actually worked in the factory and made this thing, so I know what goes in it. It's like the best, but look how expensive it is, like $6 compared to everything else. But I'm gonna grab this for work and also one for home. So it's gonna get a little bit more expensive somewhat, but I think that if I do it right, I can try to balance the cost of switching to mostly greens. I will try to get some frozens. The other thing is like meats. I think they were saying like red meat is bad, but you know, I do still like some red meat, so I may have it on occasion, but I just won't, you know, I haven't been getting it that much anyway, because it's kind of expensive. If you look at the red department, this stuff's expensive. But even the stuff that's on sale, I eat mostly pork, which I think is better, but I'll probably cut down on the amount of meat. So my plan is not to give up meats completely, because I'm like a meat eater. Look at this stuff. Now I normally don't buy this anyways because it's so expensive here, unless I'm at Thrifty. So, A angry saying no pasta, all starch meat and veggies, pork, great. I will have some like the spaghetti and stuff, but what I'm planning on doing is actually cutting down the amount. You know, if you guys ever see me eat in person, you go, holy schmoly, Denoy eat for like 3 or 4 people. So this is, the eye around here is pretty good. Not too bad price. I'm not gonna buy any today because I already have some meat. Mostly what I have is pork. But what I'm gonna do is, instead of eating it all, like I will show you what I normally eat. Like I buy these slabs right here of the country style ribs pork, and I'll cook that up and I'll eat that over 2 meals, like half for one meal and half for the other meal. But with my new plan, this slab here will probably be enough for 3 or 4 meals. So what I'm gonna do is just cut it into thin little slices, like for stir fries and stuff like that. So that'll help offset the cost of buying more fresh veggies versus just mostly meat, because I normally don't get enough veggies in my diet. So like this slab of meat here, this would last me now 4. Normally I would eat this in 2 meals, but the plan will be take one of these things, cut it into little strips. So maybe we'll do some cooking episodes so you can kind of see that, because I don't intend to just eat blah, you know. So I'll continue to eat most of what I eat. And the rice, people are saying you should eat brown rice, but I hate brown rice. And even like bread, I don't really eat that much bread, but I may get some but see, if I get like wheat bread, I could potentially make sandwiches, because chicken is supposedly okay. So one way to offset the cost of having to switch my diet is actually using Walmart's rotisserie chicken. I know you're not supposed to eat the skin and all that, you know, because they say it's bad, but I'll probably eat the skin and stuff. I'm not gonna go totally crazy on the whole diet thing unless what I do right now doesn't work. You know, if my attempt to reduce the numbers doesn't work, then obviously I'm gonna have to do what the dietitian says exactly. Which to me is not something I'm looking forward to. You know, so they say that eggs are okay, although they could be high in cholesterol. But see, even stuff like this Minute Maid, I can't anymore. At least not for now. My plan is we're gonna try this. For those of you who want to follow along, I'm gonna try to get this under control in 3 months, 90 days. So my goal is to lose. I'm gonna try to lose about 20 to 30 pounds, hopefully 30 pounds in 90 days. So it's 10 pounds a month I'm gonna try to lose. And I'm gonna try to lose it by diet. And we're gonna go back on our walks. I don't know if you remember in the beginning of the vlogs, I used to walk all the time. I started off kind of chunky, but I did a lot of walking. And this honey wheat, which I may take for sandwiches, but I'm debating. I don't want to get too much stuff and then not eat it. You know, that's one of the problems I run into is I buy stuff and then it sits there and it gets all moldy and stuff. But I may get this. What do you guys think of this? If I get this, then I can make sandwiches. But then when you make sandwiches, you put stuff like mayonnaise and stuff on it, you know, and it's kind of counterproductive. But still, I could eat this instead of white bread, and it would help me cut down on the rice. So maybe I will do that. I'll go ahead and get this honey wheat. So we got salad, pork, honey wheat. I'm going to show you what I was eating that didn't help. I found out, you know, like, to save money, instead of buying like the ready-made TV dinners, I was making my own at work. And what I did was I'll show you what I was buying, which isn't like the best, but it was making it so I could eat fairly well at work. But now, after getting this diagnosis, I'm like, well, that might be one of the contributing factors. I've been eating a lot of it. I've been eating the same stuff every day. But what I do is I buy these, they're like pre-cut, like these kind of things, breaded chicken breasts. You know, I buy like the Tyson breaded chicken breasts. They're like strips. So I buy a big bag of that, and then I buy the Walmart the Walmart crinkle fries. Show you. Basically, I buy it from this section right here. Not this cheap stuff, but this stuff right here. I was buying these Tyson crispy chicken strips and going through like a bag a week at work. So I would eat like 2 or 3 of those, 2 or 3 chicken strips, and then I was eating it with this. I think I'm on the wrong aisle. The crinkle fries, which is actually bad. So I was having it like that with like half a plate of this fries. Probably because they're cheap. So I was able to do that and a lot of ketchup. But obviously I can no longer eat all this potato. But I don't intend to throw away the food, so I'll eat a little bit. Just like today I had some because I didn't have the salad. But tomorrow I will have the salad. And also I'm planning on getting like, instead of the fries here, I'm going to substitute. And what I'm going to do is get frozen veggies. Because I see the workplace has a big full-size refrigerator. And I could conceivably, I think I'm in the wrong side. Stuff like the pizza is going to have to be just a special treat now. You know, when I have my kid over, I don't intend to like totally change my diet, but obviously can't have pizza all the time. Can't have, rice is the biggest thing. I eat so much rice. If you saw how much rice I eat, you go, holy schmoly, no wonder. But Asians like live off this stuff, you know, like white rice. So what I'm going to do is try to cut back on portions. But then when I get hungry, my plan is to like munch on stuff like this. And carrots. And I'm thinking of getting some bananas and making banana chips. Bananas, they say, it can be good. It's like a superfood, but then it has, I don't know if it's a lot of calories or whatever. So what I'm going to do now is look at getting these other things. Even though some of these, they're going to say, isn't really the best foods to eat. But here's broccoli and cauliflower, which, you know, but I think I'm going to get the mixed veggies here, the California style mixed veggies. So this is what I'm going to start eating at work to substitute for the fries. So I will take 2 of them for work and 1 more for the house, 1 more for the RV. And basically, I normally don't eat Brussels sprouts, but I'm going to try. And I don't want to have too much because there's not a lot of space in my mini RV thingy. But going frozen, I can heat this up at work. You know, I'm basically making my own TV dinner. But I'm going to continue to use the breaded chicken strips, even though the breading is supposedly bad. But instead of having a whole bunch, like I might make only 1 stick, you know, one, you know how I had those, I said I was eating 3 of those breast strips. I might only get 1 strip and cut it into like little chunks and then put it in my salad. Heat it up and eat it with the greens. And potatoes, I may put, you know, because I don't want to throw away food. I'll go ahead and keep eating the potatoes, but only like maybe like 4 or 5 slices of potato strips or whatever until they're all used up, and then I'm gonna try to ease out away from potatoes. But the idea is to add more greens so that I'm not hungry. Because see, one of the reasons for eating rice is that it's cheap and it's very filling. So when you're on a really tight budget, rice is good. But now I'll switch from the rice to some bread. Hopefully this honey wheat is good. And I'll try to make sandwiches. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you what I'm going to use for meat, because I don't intend to give up on meat. And also, you know, it can be expensive. If you try to buy, what's crazy about Walmart is this. If you try to buy chicken, like raw chicken, chicken breast, chicken, let's go look at the real actual prices. If you try to buy chicken that's not cooked, it's expensive. So you can see here, these are little thin strips, they're not too bad. A whole chicken, this is an uncooked chicken, is $6 on discount. Two of them is like $11, so about $6 each. $6 per chicken. That's like if you get the whole chicken. And if you get it already cut, where you're only getting like legs and stuff like that, it's like $4.23 for like 4 thighs, drumsticks. So chicken price is kind of high, but here's the weird thing. It's not really weird. It's actually beneficial to even like a van dweller or somebody like that, you know, who doesn't have the capability to always cook. You can often get the rotisserie chicken on discount because they overmake it. They make too many and people don't buy it. So what they do is they mark it down like $1 or something. Sometimes $1.50. And they have like a section in most Walmarts. So here, look at this. It's a cooked chicken for $3.08. So what I'm going to do is grab one of these. $3.51. This is lemon pepper. All lemon pepper. Some of it's higher, $4.05 for that one. So look around. 11. I am going to go ahead and grab one of these. I think we'll go with this one. Looks best. Some that they didn't. I think these are the normal price ones. They don't have the discount on them. Look for the yellow sticker. So I can get it already pre-cooked for $3.51. And what I'm going to do with it is make sandwiches and other dishes with it. But I can basically get chicken that's already pre-cooked. I also have pork that I'll be splitting out. And from the chicken I can make sandwiches. I can also put it in a chicken salad. But I have the strips at work that I'm going to be putting into my chicken salad at work. Because this is the normal price for this kind of stuff here. The prices. It's like $4 normally, and you get this little bin. But at work, I'm going to eat like, I'm just going to get my salad mix, and I'm going to get my chicken strip, cut it up, and then we're going to have it with the Mikado's. Mikado's? Yeah, Mikado's salad dressing. So I'll skip the cheese. Egg might be nice. Maybe I'll make some eggs boil some eggs to take to work. But I think if I have the chicken, I'm okay. That'll be the protein. Oh, I got to get these little tomatoes. So that'll go into the salad. Basically, I've become a salad eater. Or have to become a salad eater. So let me read some of your comments. Some people say, why don't you try the artificial sweeteners? I don't like artificial sweeteners because they don't taste good to me. They leave a weird aftertaste. But also potentially because they're artificial. There's a potential, even though they're saying there's no link to cancer. In the past, they said that there was a link, like aspartame, I guess that's what it's called. But they said there was a link in like rats and stuff like that. So I don't know about it being a link in humans. But I would rather not eat stuff that's like man-made like that, you know, synthetic food, unless I have to, if there's no other choice. So I would rather have like even the corn syrup. I don't like that as a sweetener. I would prefer actual sugar, sugarcane sugar. But that's why I don't do that with the sweeteners. And also, cutting yourself off from soda, whether it's diet or regular, is actually better than trying to eat or drink diet soda. So one of the things I like that I've been doing to try to get my health up was vitamin C, and I was getting that from orange juice. But orange juice doesn't have pulp and doesn't have like the fibers and stuff, but I was told that oranges may be okay. The problem I have is stuff might go bad. But I may go ahead and grab some oranges, the little ones maybe, mandarin oranges, and they got grapefruit. I think I'll grab some mandarin oranges and try to force myself. I hate oranges, but I like orange juice. But I can't just squeeze this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to keep these handy and see how long it takes me to go through them. But I'm going to try to eat oranges, like, you know, open up the orange and actually eat the orange and the pulp and stuff. That way I continue to get some vitamin C and hopefully, you know, I'm not going to go crazy on it, but the bananas, I'll try a couple. I'm going to try to dry out some banana. I know there's some that's not so green, not so They don't have the ones. I'll try just 3 of them for now. And these 4. I'll try these. Let me think. Bananas could be bad, but instead of like potato chips, I'm gonna make my own chips. I'm gonna take banana and I'm gonna slice it and I'm gonna dry it. And I'm not gonna put any sugar on it or any salt. So it's just gonna be the fresh banana dried out. And then to keep it from going bad, my plan is once it dries out, I'm gonna put it into plastic bags and put it in the freezer so it'd be frozen. And then when I get ready to eat it, I can pull it out and let it thaw out or eat it cold. I don't know. That's gonna be the plan. We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll try it with these bananas. So it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for me, and when I talk to the dietitian I should have a better idea, but I kind of already know potatoes, starches and stuff should be kind of avoided. I will learn more when I talk to the dietitian, but I'll go ahead and start right now because it's going to be another week, and I do want to get the numbers down. I don't want to. Here's tamarind. If you guys don't know what tamarinds look like, but this is what a tamarind is, and they grow in Thailand. I'm trying to grow some of these plants too. Some of this food right here, like the beans, I'm gonna take some of those beans and I'm gonna try to grow them. So then I'll have my own, if they grow. So it looks like I may have to start eating more veggies and fruits, but I don't want to get too much because I don't want to have the RV just have a bunch of stuff rotting. So we're gonna try to build it up slowly, like even like strawberries and things like that, but that's like sweet. But still, when you think about like fruits and vegetables and stuff, it's mostly water. I'm looking for the tomatoes, and then maybe I will get some peppers. I don't know. I guess I'll talk to the person before I get peppers. But these are giant sized cucumbers. Holy schmoly, these are huge. So we'll try getting the cucumbers. They're only 74 cents each. My big concern is whenever I tried to get this stuff in the past, it sits and it goes bad. But I suppose if I'm now forcing myself to eat salad every day, if I eat salad every day, then the chance of them going bad drops, right? In theory. So I'll take 2 cucumbers, force myself to eat salad. And because I'm forcing myself to eat this stuff, then it maybe won't just sit there and rot, spoil. I do need those little tomatoes, those miniature tomato thingies. And then we'll see what happens. We'll track it for a week and see if it makes any difference or if I'm just heading totally the wrong way. The best, TRC says everything in moderation, don't cut everything out. And I agree with that, which is why I'm, I know they're going to tell me to try to cut out my rice and all that, but that's like, you're telling an Asian to stop eating rice. You're telling an Asian to stop eating rice. I can't do that. So, MoBang says you will get used to the new way of eating. At first it's a hassle, but over time it becomes second nature. I sure hope so. Looking at tomatoes here, I'm looking for the little, they don't seem to have the packages of the tomato packages. I see some more full-size oranges instead of the little ones. Maybe I'll get the full-size oranges. Cheaper. Well, I'll try these little ones. I do not see I see a lot of potatoes, a lot of squash. Avocado is supposedly good. But I don't know what the big fascination is with avocado. Certain people, they love avocado. I don't know why. Me, I think I tasted avocado and it was like, meh. And they're supposed to be like a certain level of ripeness that they have to be, otherwise they're messed up. I see tomatoes here, but I don't. Ah, here's the little baby tomatoes. So these are the little baby tomatoes. I'm trying to think here. So I'm thinking what I can put in salad, you know. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab this, or maybe I'll get the little one because I don't know how fast I'll go through it. Sure, there's no bad ones. You know, I used to stock this stuff. So okay, so I got frozen, I got fresh. I'm gonna take some to work. I gotta drop off some to work. Some at work, rather. Not to work, but at work. And that way I will have food for work and food for the house. I think we're good. So I'll keep you guys posted. Salad. Chicken. They say fish is really good, but fish is kind of expensive. Maybe start catching fish and trying to cook that up. But, you know, I'm not a big fan of fish, even though in Thailand, fish is the big primary meat source, you know, because it's cheap. So we'll get the rotisserie chicken. I do have some pork. I guess my meat budget, you know, will offset some of the going fresh with the veggies, because instead of eating so much meat now, what would normally serve 1 or 2 meals, I will eat over 4 or 5 meals. So I'll continue to buy the meat, but I just won't use as much when I cook. I'll mostly cut it into like thin little strips, you know, like the Asians do for their food. You know, I don't think diabetes is an issue for most Asians, like in Asian culture, because they don't eat a lot of meat. They eat a lot of greens, you know. It's cheaper over there too than here, though. Here, it's like the healthier foods they tend to charge more for, which is why a lot of people have health issues, you know, because people are buying crap, basically, because that's what they can afford. The other thing is potentially seafood. All this stuff's frozen. I'm not going to do it right now, but here's some, like, fish and stuff that's frozen. But a lot of these, I think, are, like, farm-raised, which means they're mostly fed corn. So you're eating corn, which isn't really good, even though it says it's fish. But really, the nutritious value of it is like corn, because that's what they're fed. The United States produces so much corn that they feed the fish corn. And then when you get the fish, you're essentially eating corn disguised as fish. But yeah, I may start getting some of these fillets and stuff and trying them out. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not a fish fan, but like because of me not wanting to be on insulin, I'm willing to make that adaptation. The other thing is potentially shrimp. You know, instead of stir-fried pork or something like that, I can try the shrimp. Shrimp isn't too bad. So I can potentially cook some of the shrimp. I mean, it's already cooked and peeled. Just heat it up, you know, and cook with it. And so you may start seeing, for those of you who are itching for the Cooking with Denoy, we're going to see some, hopefully, more nutritious cooking episodes. Although, honestly, I didn't really see anything wrong with what I was making before. It's just, if you're having to watch your salt intake, your sugar intake, even your carbs and things like that, it could be bad. So, no, it could be. It is bad. I think the situation, what really triggered it was 5 to 7 or more cans of Mountain Dew every day. And, here's the other thing. I was, like, tired and sleepy all the time, and I thought it was just depression. But, you know, one of the symptoms of diabetes is that you feel tired all the time and sleepy, potentially. So if you're finding yourself thinking that maybe it's COVID that's making you depressed and sleepy, it could be diabetes, because that's what, you know, that explains why I was lacking energy. So like right now I'm still kind of a little bit tired and stuff, but I thought it was just because of my work hours. I get up so early, I come home and I nap. And then, you know, with the winter here, it gets dark faster, so I haven't been going out as much. But I'm going to make it a point today to go for a walk, so maybe I'll take you guys along with me, because that's going to be something I'm going to try to do, even though my work is actually pretty strenuous. I move around a lot at work, and I climb stairs and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and try to change my lifestyle because I really don't have a choice. I mean, I do. My choice is getting insulin shots every day, you know. And then I do have some hope. Some of the viewers on here, I think it was Sam's dad and some of the other viewers, said they were able to get their diabetes into remission. So it is possible. And I do believe that, you know, it just has to do with the foods that you eat and also gaining weight. You know, I didn't realize I was close to 220. I'm like 218 today. 219 at the VA when they weighed me. So if I can get back down to about hi there, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well. If I can get back down to maybe like 100 and between 180 190, I think I'll be okay. Go ahead and sign out. I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to read your notes real quick here. El Jossi says that if you want rice in your diet, you can mix rice and lentils. What I'm probably planning on doing is just having just a little bit of plain white rice, or I might switch to some sticky rice. But instead of having like 4 or 5 cups per serving, I'm probably going to try to cut it down to 1 cup or half a cup. So I'll get the pure rice, the white rice that I like, but only like a quarter of the serving. So I think if you eat less, obviously you're going to get less of the bad stuff. And MoBang says be careful with pre-cooked foods. They marinate with sugar. They put sugar and salt and all sorts of bad stuff on it. So, but the issue is I'm not going to have as much of it. Like before, I would eat a quarter of a chicken with a meal. You know, sometimes. But now I'm looking at a quarter of chicken should probably last me 2 or 3 meals. Because I'm only going to be slicing a couple slabs of meat off and using it with my salad. Or I might make stir-fry veggies. It's just like my biggest thing is the loss of the rice. Because I know rice is, you know, a big trigger. But we'll see what happens when I start doing the blood readings once I switch. The MoBang says there are 2 types of carbs. You need to go to class that teaches diabetics on how to manage sugar in your body now. Well, they got the class going on. They're going to schedule me for, I am having a consultation with a dietitian next week. And the best RC says mandarins and satsumas are the best. AA Angry says listen to MoBang. Hello, Casal. I'm just reading through your comments. The best RC says banana chips don't go off once dried, so they should be able to be stored, but like just for safety, I'll probably keep them frozen, you know, a little bag. Let's see, breads are all similar. Life of Sim, hello there. Idoji, hello. Idoji says maybe dried mangoes. I've never had dried mangoes, and a lot of people like the ripe mangoes. I usually eat them, you know, green with salt, which is bad. And Montana Hill says tilapia is the worst fish for you. Toxins and then take years to clear out from your system. So I'm glad I didn't buy any fish right now. I need to read up some more on this stuff. And I do appreciate all your comments, all of you who are sharing your personal experiences. It is greatly appreciated. And all of you giving me good vibes and encouragement. I will talk to the dietitian and get a little bit more info. But for now, we're switching to greens as much as possible. And I'm going for a walk later today. Maybe I'll take you guys along with me. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. I hope you're staying safe and eating well wherever you are. Those of you wanting to see more Cooking with Denoy episodes, maybe we'll do some more showing some of this food in action. Until next time, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye now.